Hi everyone, welcome to another edition of Walker Talks. I'm Lacey Smith with the Walker County Chamber, joined by Pastor Ashley Mew from the Gordon Lake Wesleyan Church. And we have Johnny Tubbs, who's the operations manager with the new Pilgrim's Walker County facility. And we'll get to talk to Johnny here in a minute about all of the great things they have planned for our county. Ashley, how are you?
I'm good. It's good to be back. I missed an episode.
You did miss an episode.
Yeah,
we had people
I
protesting.
had a sick kid, and so
'Tis the season.
that's it. Tis the season. But so it's good to be back. Yeah.
How does it feel now that you have officially offloaded your main duties?
Do I look more relaxed?
You do.
I must look more relaxed.
Came in stress-free.
I'm sure I look different on camera this week than before.
2 years, I think, as chair
Yeah.
of the
So
chamber.
yeah, last week the transition, the passing of the torch took place, and I'm now the past chair of the board of directors for the Walker Chamber, and so. I was told a couple of years ago by Cindy Scoggins, who we all know.
Yes.
She was like, "This is the role that you strive for, the past chair position, because you're kind of like an advisor and consultant for the board." And so yeah, I handed it off to Elijah Parker last week and at our annual lunch.
Elijah
and
Parker,
so yeah, and so excited to. I'm excited to still be involved in Walker Talks and other ways with the chamber, but
of course.
But it's been an honor to serve and excited to continue to do so.
Well, and you're still on the board for at least another year. So
yeah, I'm still there. I'm still locked in for a while.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So for those who are listening or watching, we have a volunteer board of directors. We have about 15 voting members, and they make all of the decisions and help guide the chamber. But again, a volunteer role. You guys pour a lot of hours into what you do for our community, for our organization. So I just want to say thank you.
Absolutely.
For all that you've done. And now our board chair is Elijah Parker, as you mentioned, with Peach State Federal Credit Union. So
yep.
Everybody brings a little bit of just different leadership style, I think, to the table. And so we're excited to see what he does in his year. We had, as you mentioned, the annual luncheon last week. We had the president of the Chattanooga Airport. I thought she did a great job speaking. It was very interesting. What did you get out of her presentation?
Was it April? Is that right?
April Cameron.
She was great. And it was informative. So I like to travel, and I use Chattanooga Airport quite a bit. And so to hear some of the updates and pull the curtain back, see behind the scenes, and you don't realize how many of their facilities they rent out and lease out to other aviation companies. And so even hearing that FedEx flies out every night to Memphis to carry our Amazon packages, around, so or whatever. But yeah, so. I'm sure you get Amazon packages to your front door.
Yeah. I try to shop local when I can.
Right,
but it's nice to know when I'm tracking it that it may be sitting at the Chattanooga Airport.
But no, it was great. I enjoyed what she had to share, and she stayed around and talked with the people and connected well and left the door open for us to remain connected to them, even though they're just a regional partner. They're not specifically in Walker County, but they're a regional partner, and it's awesome that she was able to come out.
Yeah, she's very relatable, and I loved her leadership style, and just, the fact that she mentioned at the airport, it's pretty much all hands on deck. Nobody says that's not my job. They all kind of pitch in to get the job done. So
yeah, she mentioned, she told the story about you may see one of our police officers pushing a wheelchair.
Yeah.
And not because it's his or her job, but we need to get a job done.
Right.
And so, what a great way to operate an organization, and something for us all to put into play, I think, in our different workplaces.
Absolutely. And then, of course, we've got the new board of directors. That's an exciting group. I'm, thrilled with the talent and the leadership that we have there. So I'm looking forward to a good year this year.
It is amazing. We certainly are in a position with the Walker Chamber where we depend heavily on people to step up and volunteer their time and their service and their skills. And as a pastor, that's what I try to instill in people about serving and being of service to one another. That's obviously scriptural. We're not here to talk about the Bible, but as a pastor, it excites me to see that Walker County, that's instilled into our people to want to give back and be about the greater good of the community. and in such a selfless way. So yeah, it's really cool to see.
It was like when we had our ambassador meeting, and I said, "Okay, guys, what do you want to do with this group? Should we, keep points, and somebody wins a prize for being the most involved or giving the most of their time?" And the resounding response was, "Lacey, we just do this because we want to.
We don't want credit.
Yeah, we don't want credit. We just like to help." And so that's a good feeling to have.
Yeah, absolutely.
For sure. So, can I tell you one of my favorite things about what I do though is getting to connect people when they first come to our community or when they first join the chamber, getting them plugged into the business community, making introductions, and helping them feel right at home. And so today we have Johnny Tubbs with Pilgrims. He is the operations manager for our new, soon to be new, Walker County facility. Welcome, Johnny. How are you?
Good. Thank you. Good morning. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, no, we're thrilled to have you here. So tell us a little bit about Pilgrims and as it relates to Walker County in this particular location.
Yeah, so the new Pilgrim's facility that we're building in Walker County will produce a variety of our fully cooked products, really supporting our fast growing prepared foods business unit. You'll see brands such as Just Bear, Pilgrims, and Gold Kiss coming out of that.
The Just Bear program or the line that you guys have, can you talk a little bit about that?
Well, it's our first $1 billion brand that we've had.
Nice.
So it's really kicked off, and if you haven't tried it, you need to.
So when they get Just Bear at the store, that will be coming from your facility.
One of our prepared facilities.
Okay.
Yes,
gotcha.
ma'am.
Gotcha. So you already covered what the facility produces. How many jobs? Because that's always something that we like to stress and emphasize whenever there is a new business that comes to town. But how many jobs will this create here in Walker County?
Yeah, so once it's fully operational, we're expecting it to have more than 630 jobs available.
Okay. And so fully operational, so that timeline, maybe a couple years, it might take a
Yeah, so we expect our first phase of production to be done in 2027, and then we'll move from that point forward.
That's good.
So we were talking. We're so glad to have you, and you and I got to talking before, just kind of sharing some personal stories, and so I was able to share some things that excite me about this area. But you coming here is because the jobs bringing you, right? So Pilgrims decided to come to Walker County. Can you give us some reasons why? Like why Walker County? Why this area?
Yeah, so for us, Walker County was a strategic location close to our existing processing facilities, making an ideal fit for expanding our prepared foods business. Servicing customers across the region and the country. We're also drawn to the strong support that this community has demonstrated.
I remember the groundbreaking, and people were so excited. The Pilgrims president and CEO came out for that. You guys had several people, boots on the ground here in Walker County. How important is it for Pilgrims to be involved in the community?
Yeah, so community involvement in locations where we live and work is our identity, really. We'll bring programs like Hometown Strong, Better Futures to the Walker County area. The Hometown Strong program invest in rural community projects. So we work with the communities on ask and needs that will help support the community. And then our Better Futures program provides team members and their children with an opportunity to pursue a higher education through associate degrees or trade certifications. So great opportunity. We recognize and believe in the transform power of higher education and the opportunities that come with that. So we support that and support our team members and their families in doing so. So we're excited.
That's a great value add, I think, for your employees. It just seems like you guys are really invested. I know I already heard about, and we've been contacted about the Hometown Strong project that your company puts on in every community. They have a website that's available to the public. You can probably just Google Hometown Strong Pilgrims. But there are so many pages and pages of projects that Pilgrims has done in various communities, and it also gives the invested contribution amount. Just so many different projects. I mean, from helping with teams and youth programs to dealing with, some housing issues, to dealing with, parks and aquatics and recreation type facilities. I mean, there's just so many things that we've seen, and we've even heard from other communities where Pilgrims has a location, and we've gotten feedback from our colleagues at just how involved Pilgrims is in the community and what a good community partner you guys are known to be. So I think that speaks a lot to the reputation of Pilgrims, and we're excited to have you guys opening up here in Walker County.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, when we think about new industry coming in, we think about what that means for the job situation in your area. Maybe even added infrastructure to support that organization that's coming in and that business. But the impact that can have on the good of the community, right? The greater good that hits people right at home and right in their lives. Yeah, it's amazing. We love to get partners like that in Walker County for sure.
Well, we're glad to be here.
Yeah,
absolutely.
I will say, when you guys had the groundbreaking, there were 2 different posts we made on the Chamber's Facebook page. So we had a post about your groundbreaking, and we did a reel from some of the footage from there, and then we had a Zaxby's open down the road in Lafayette that same week. And let me tell you, our social media insights were off the charts that week. And I said it was all about chicken. Everybody loves chicken.
Everybody loves chicken.
Everybody loves chicken.
Look, we love to hear that.
They were excited. Let me tell you, we can eat some chicken here in Walker County.
For sure.
Well, Johnny, thank you so much for joining us today. Is there anything else that you'd like to leave us with? I mean, we're excited to have you moving here, with your family to Walker County.
Yeah, I mean, I think, we're excited to be here. We're excited to be part of the community, and we look at it as being part of the family, and that's, we intend to build those relationships as we move forward, and it's exciting times. We're excited to come in here, and we ground broke in 2025. We'll start production sometime in 2027 on a smaller scale, but ultimately when we have full production, 630 jobs.
Yeah. What's your timeline to reach full production? Is that in the works? Or?
So right now we're really focused on the initial
Gotcha.
Startup operation.
Yep.
And then we'll go
See how it goes from there.
That's right.
Yeah.
Hopefully get
Very
you
good.
plugged in. I know you've already had some discussions and everything with, some of the community partners of the school system, the technical college, to see how we can plug in and make sure that you guys are getting the workforce you need.
It's been great. It really has been great working with this community. I mean, as you stated, we've got several other facilities across the United States, even within Georgia. But we're excited about this specific community and the support that we received up to this point. I mean, it's been outstanding, so we appreciate it.
And I do think it's worth mentioning too, but to give a shout out to Stephanie Watkins, the Economic Development Director with the county. But this project collaboratively with Pilgrims actually won the mid-sized deal of the year for the state of Georgia. Right. So we were excited to have that recognition at the state level of all of the projects that were mentioned and signed on the past year. This one took top awards. So
yeah, well, you go by the job site that changes every day. I mean, it's exciting. So we're
nice.
Can't wait to get started.
Good.
Well, I say too, on a personal level, you're not just bringing industry here; you're bringing people. Some of your family, people are coming, and I'm a transplant. I wasn't born and raised here, and I'll just tell you, like once you get here, or already here, your family, they welcome you in and pull you in, and it's really a wonderful environment to raise a family and to do life. And so I think you'll be very pleased by being here part of Walker County.
Yeah, I can attest to that. The communication that I've had, the involvement that I've had with the community up to this point has just been outstanding.
That's good. Good.
Definitely made me feel welcome, and my family will as well.
Right.
Yeah. Do you have an SEC team that you pull for? I mean, that's going to be one of the big questions when you move.
Can I deny to answer that question?
Yeah.
Afraid.
Probably. Well,
You don't want to draw a line.
We got a Gamecock over here.
Yeah, that's right.
South Carolina. So Arkansas, we can only. But
You can survive. I'm proof you can survive Georgia,
true.
Tennessee territory. Yeah.
I'm a baseball fan,
Texas,
so I can root
okay.
for the Razorbacks, right? I mean, that's
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah. So that's okay. That's okay. As long as you pull for the Braves.
And go Braves. That's right.
In I think like 3 weeks. First home
Baseball's
game.
cool. We were just talking baseball before we came on.
Yeah.
the podcast, and our kids are playing, and it's baseball season.
That time of year. That time of year.
Started. Yeah.
We're excited.
Well, you'll love the culture here. You'll love the weather here. It's going to be awesome. It's definitely conducive to baseball.
Yeah.
And so.
And if you don't like it, you just wait a day and it changes completely. There you go. Well, Johnny, thank you so much for taking time out of your visit here to join us for the podcast. We can't wait to see you guys get up and running and what you'll do in the community. We're glad to have you.
Thank you. We appreciate it.
All right, Ashley. Well, until next time, hopefully we'll get to highlight another business coming up. We hope you'll join us for another episode of Walker Talks soon.